Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All, educational videos and tutorials. In this video we are going to check out some asset which I would buy or will buy for $2 at Unity Asset Deals, which is 7 days only. And the first thing which I'm worried about is that I don't know when this started. So Unity guys, please type some date here when this started so we could know how much more time, how many more days we have to get those deals, because I don't know, maybe I don't have money on my credit cards or whatever reason I don't have time to buy this now, and so on, and I go home, sleep over, open the Unity page tomorrow and it doesn't work. The asset deals are off, sale is finished. So that's the first problem which I think of, but I will definitely hurry with this one, because $2 is a great price. So I will scroll down as fast as possible, and just go with some kind of my recommendations from my point of view, which something which I would buy and will probably buy as soon as possible. And there are almost 268 of those assets on sale for me. I guess it's the same for you watching this. Maybe results are somehow different or generated for the user experience. I have no idea. That would be cool also, but also a bit scary, because that means that you cannot buy what I can and vice versa. So I'm interested mostly in code for Unity myself, some templates or finished code, like a complete game template, so I can learn that way the things which I need most, or speed up my development flow. Art and graphics I can make myself or buy for cheap later. Same with audio and sound effects. So the biggest problem for me and the most expensive part, if I would making game with buying assets, would be code, and maybe also animations. If I make a 3D game, animations would be painful. Okay, so I'm not interested in those packs of like creatures, characters and stuff like that, which doesn't mean they're not cool or not worthy. Quite opposite, but some of those look really great, and you cannot buy not only for $2 anything like that, but for a much higher price. So this is so cheap and such a good deal, but I'm not interested in it. But as you can see, you have NPCs, for example, medieval characters, sci-fi creatures and so on. So you can buy creatures, for example, and sci-fi troopers, and make some kind of sci-fi game. If that would be easy like that. So I'm not interested in those. Lots of environment assets here, sci-fi characters also, it seems, zombies and stuff like that. Let's check this one. I think I saw 500 assets for $2. Low poly, but I'm even more into this low poly look, maybe a little bit more higher, but not sure what else they have other than trees, some creatures, floating islands. Okay. dungeons, slums, and stuff like that. Food pack, yeah, I would need something like this. I have a couple of games in development in 2D mostly, but I can render those also in 3D, and maybe I will buy this. But again, I'm not into completely into this low poly look. This is like maybe a step or two above this, but again, how many of those? It seems like there are so many of those. Yeah, cool. So imagine just you're making some kind of 3D game and you need to model all of those, or not only all of those, even if you use some simple boxes and shapes like spheres and circles and stuff like that. It would take so much time, and this is like $2, even less, 1.66 euros. It's 96% off. Crazy. Yeah, I will probably buy this one, so we can check it out later. But for example, this one is interesting to me. Symmetry. Yeah, is this symmetry or symmetry? I find lots of those typos, and I think it's connected because I'm interested in etymology, in origin of words, how language and words work, and stuff like that. I learn a lot of that, and I try to do research on my own, but I find so many of those typos when I just scroll the internet or whatever. So for example, you can see here cemetery, and on the thumbnail cemetery. Okay, this wasn't related to this video, but anyway. Animated projectiles. This could be nice. Oh, this is for example great. I will maybe buy this one. I will maybe buy this one too, because when you want to create some kind of non-linear, non-straight line projectile trajectory, the line where in which your bullet will fly, sometimes it's so hard or so math heavy in terms of you have to use real world math equation, and even though you can find those relatively easy in terms of just Google or Wikipedia, those it could be painful to implement those in your game. 2D also, not 3D is even a bigger problem because you have more access, more space, more math, but again, if this works, and that this can save you so much time. Same with colliders and stuff like that. Animation packs like this again save so much time. I don't need those, and I try not to buy anything I don't need, but yeah, such a cheap price for those. Oh, this one is cool. I will buy this one almost sure, because I had a similar idea a long time ago, but I saw someone made a game and made millions literally on some simple market shop store game, and yeah, that's the story of my life. I start games, almost never finish them for myself because I try to add so many features, but on the other side, that's very bad. On the other side, people who finish them, even if they're not perfect or even finished, they just publish them, it's so much better and gives you so many better results, not only money wise but just as contacts and stuff like that. So this is €1 77 cents or almost €2. I will definitely buy this one, almost 100% sure. So you can also maybe check it out later in some kind of Unity asset review. Yeah, maybe we can start something like that. And again, I think there are many Roblox games like this, but again, not many, probably not as many as Roblox game store games on Unity. Store and shop and market. If you understood what I wanted to say. Anyway, let's go further. So far I think I had two assets. Oh, this is crazy, like 9,999 pixel item. Crazy, almost 10,000. Even though I don't need them, maybe just buy this only as a placeholder. Yeah, these look great. These are, I could use even if the resolution is 32 pixels. So the problem would be to resize them, but maybe to use them as icons or placeholder. Great. Wow, crazy stuff. So you have 99 problems, but the pixel ain't one. 10,000 items, crazy, for $2. These look nice. Battle Royale hero. Yeah, probably animated. I'm clicking on these quick look. If you click on view full details or double click this, I think it will open the complete page for the asset, so you can see more details. 99 mobile music, nice. Maybe I will buy this one. Oh, this one is cool. I will probably buy this one too, although I think I have some kind of prototype in Unity myself. But again, if this is working, this is such a good price. Yeah, even you have a dialogue system, hidden object template. I have worked as a graphic artist, 3D artist and 2D on some kind of hidden object games long time ago. Very painful stuff, but because the games themselves were, let's say, just yeah, not ugly, but I don't know what other words to use. Okay, so I have like a 4 or 5 assets so far. Drone controller, this could be cool also for a drone game. Animations, monsters, environment, visual effects of magic, and this one looks, for example, complex. Again, from my point of view, you get the whole like RPG game, which is, it seems it's even procedurally generated terrain, so enemies, moves, tiles, tile sets, crazy. Hamster, the hamster, Toon FX. I will probably miss or skip some of the really good one, so you can comment down below in comments below the video, but I haven't used Unity in a long time, so I'm trying to push myself back into it. I'm mostly in 2D games, so Game Maker feels like everything I need so far. Oh, this is crazy also. Shield with visual effects pack, so you even have some kind of animations like glow or maybe damage or fire or whatever. Yeah, crazy. 300 of those. Ballistics. That was what I was talking about a few moments ago with the previous asset on shooting and how sometimes it's very hard to define this trajectory, this line to be the way you want when you, for example, shoot arrows to fall down, to go into a curve, into arc, stuff like that. Same game. Nice. Okay. I think I have a pack of sound effects for casual games, but maybe I will check some of those. Match 3 games sound effects or UI sound effects, because you always need those. I was talking about this one. Don't buy this one because this one is free. In previous 2 videos, in previous video I talked how you should not buy it. In 2 videos earlier I talked about where you can find the code for it. Builder game sound effect, nice, like some kind of Minecraft or... And you have the samples again on SoundCloud or wherever they have linked it, so play it and hear it. This one was free a couple of times on Unity site as a free asset, or in Humble Bundle even, I think, a couple of times. Although it's very usable, and I think I have it from different, couple of times from different resources. Stadium Crowd Generator. This one was free like a week or 2 ago. Love and Hate. Easy card game. How easy it is. I clicked and opened the full page by accident. So let me scroll down to find it again. Easy card game, quick look. Yeah, some kind of card game. You have to try and test those. And again, the problem with those assets I was talking about, that in one of the previous videos, can be that even though you can buy this and this works, when you want to make some kind of changes, no matter how small or stupid or whatever those changes are, sometimes if you're not into coding, if you don't know C#, and even if you know, it can be hard for you to make the change, because this guy who made the template, who made this asset, he made it the way his brain works, his coding style works, and the stuff that makes sense for him, it doesn't have to work for you too also. Also the problem is, if you don't have documentation for those coding templates and assets, you are doomed to experiment and learn from your mistakes, which can be painful and time consuming. And the last page. Football simulator. Is this like a manager where you define the footballers' skills and then they play the game defined by those? seems like that, but not sure. Save system, yeah, this could be a save system, could be a save of time. Huge. For example, I think I don't have any save system for GameMaker. I have tried to make some simple by watching some official GameMaker tutorials, and that works, but for example nothing very complex, or when you have a scene with lots of objects and stuff like that, so it can be a bit tricky to make those. FBS Builder. So is this build and shoot at the same time, like you can build houses, and or is it build like, yeah, who knows. Kappa. This one looks good, at least for me and my ideas. I have some games started, farm games and survival games and stuff like that, in mostly in GameMaker as prototypes, and never finished games, but I can use some of those. For example, even for prototype they are great, so I can render those and use them as images, as sprites, then in GameMaker. So this one is for me interesting. So maybe, I don't know, 5 assets so far or something like that. At the end, as much as I can see, are almost all environment art assets, and that's it. Yeah, that's the end. So far I think I have found 5 of those, and I will probably buy them as soon as possible again, because I have no idea when this sale started. So if you know, type it in comments, but I will probably buy a couple of assets for sure, just to not to lose this opportunity. I'm not sponsored by Unity or Unity Asset Store or anyone, so this was just my opinion. Again, I think some of those assets are crazy cheap, and you can almost, for a couple of bucks, you can almost get all the artwork and code and music, sound effects and animations for your game. So if you buy like 5 assets, one for first for graphics, second for code, third for music, fourth for animation, and let's say fifth for something you need also, like something else, that could be like 5 asset packs, $2 each, like $10, and you have all this stuff, almost all the stuff you need to create some simple but finished game. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in next one, and I hope some new tutorials and tutorial series, maybe even in Unity, coming soon. Until then, bye.